back with the latest update on the match between PBKS and RCB. We're a little late, but the reason for that is that the toss has also been delayed. The reason for that, as we told you just about half an hour back, there was a bit of a drizzle prediction. Turns out the drizzle has in fact arrived at the Chinnaswamy Stadium. So often in the past, we've seen that the stadium doesn't end up seeing any rain, even when it's raining in the city. It happens to be in that rain shadow area, but today is not that day. Perhaps today is not that case because parts of the ground have now been covered as the Chilli Swami. Even though we know that it has a very good drainage system, so you can expect the match to kick on once the rain subsides. But for now, it's been a stop-start sort of a scenario because the drizzle stopped, but now it's come back again. I'm joined by my fellow colleagues. Siddharth was in the midst of his evening snack. What he was having, we're not allowed to show you. Okay, we can. Maybe he's not having anything objectionable. I have just finished the
I had that much time.
the things he's disallowed from eating. Well, we yes, he's not having any of that. Otherwise, we would have not turned the camera away. But yes, right now he's having some healthy stuff, which is a bit of a rarity with Siddharth. And Saransh, as usual, is having his mugga of tea. I call it a mugga of tea because he had more than just one cup.
And we
of
both,
tea.
just finished the poha that Saransh had purchased for himself.
That's true. So yeah, we just thought we'll make it informal rather than just joining you every time from the studio. We thought of giving this an informal look but yeah, most important was to give you the update from the match. There aren't any officials present on the pitch as well. For a brief moment, you saw representatives of both the sides come out on the pitch, but because the drizzles come back, parts of the ground have been covered. All officials have gone
there
back
have been
in.
substantial rain though.
There is
Siddharth has an
an
update.
update. Yeah, so there will be no overs lost until 8:40.
Which is 1 hour and 10 minutes from the usual official start time of the match. But a quick question before we wrap
But
things
there
up.
is two more things. Cutoff time for the toss is 10:41. So the
Which-
cutoff time
Yeah.
So for a 5 over match,
10:56. So the rain has to stop by 10:20 so that you can at least get a 5 over.
Which basically was the case last year also in the couple of rain matches that were rained off.
Yeah.
10:41 was the cutoff time.
But I think there is a sufficient amount of time because at this point of time as well, the covers are definitely there, but the crowds are still are there on their seats. They're not gone and taken cover. What that means is that the rain is not that heavy and it might just subside very very soon. The drizzle is there, but that drizzle is not that heavy, and that is why I was just seeing the visuals from the ground. The whole ground isn't covered. There are just pockets of the ground, like the mid-wicket region, that is covered. It clearly shows that the rain is not that much, and the officials are there ready that as soon as it stops, we just take the covers out, and the drainage system is so fast that we might just get a full 20 over game as well. It won't be
Yeah,
surprising.
you have 1 hour. But see, the problem is, if it was heavy rain, at least you would see it have a bit of a stop in Bengaluru. This kind of drizzle is the most frustrating one because it may linger.
Yeah.
And if there is no wind, the drizzle will continue. So that
But
is why.
a quick question for all of you: like, if it's a rain curtailed game, let's say it's a 12 over game per side, who does it favor the most? I'm going to go for Punjab Kings for the batting lineup that they have.
Even I think Punjab.
if it reduces to 12 overs, I think toss becomes even more crucial. While we've seen that in the past, that you like batting second at the Chinnaswamy, it then becomes a no-brainer. Regardless of what the conditions are, regardless of what the rainfall's been like, or whatever pitch you've been dished out, if it's a rain curtailed game, if the number of overs are cut down to 10, 12, whatever it may be, all the more reason for you to be batting second at the Chinnaswamy.
But it doesn't look like that there is going to be too much of a delay because what visuals are suggesting again and again that all the players are ready in their training kit, they are geared up, they're just waiting for the rain to stop totally so that they can come on the ground and start their warm-up. I just saw Virat Kohli was ready with his bat in his hand, in his training jersey, he's ready.
Is he
to come
dancing
out.
already?
And it's going to be 4 minutes per over, I think.
Yeah.
No, it will be 8. 2 innings, na?
Yeah, 2 innings. Yeah.
So every 8 minutes from after 1 hour, every
1
8
hour,
minutes,
yeah.
one over will.
Yeah, that's why the cutoff time is 2 hours. Na? When you look at it, 10:41 the toss. It has to happen by that time. But if it doesn't stop raining by 10:25, then I think you're in trouble. And Bangalore, we have seen some games get washed out in Bengaluru because of the weather. And it's been unseasonal.
Yeah.
Last 7 days, there's been very heavy rain.
And the problem also is that if steady rain continues and the game is going on, there is you can choose not to stop the game if the rain is not that heavy. But you cannot restart it if once you've stopped it or once when it has not even started. You cannot start even if it's drizzling a bit. If this much drizzle was going on and the game would have started, I feel the game would have continued and eventually the drizzle would have subsided.
No. It was quite steady and it
No,
would have
now how much is there right now? Because fans that's sitting in the stands have not gone for cover. That means
It
that
is
there
a
isn't
thin
too
drizzle
much of
that is
that,
basically
yeah.
enough to keep the players, still out of the ground. So, in case you've just joined us, the latest update that we have for you from the RCB PBKS game is that the toss has been delayed at the M. Chinnaswamy Stadium. Obviously, there's going to be a delayed start. No overs are going to be cut short until 8:40 p.m. IST, and the final cutoff time for a 5-over game is 10:41 p.m.
Toss.
IST. That is going to happen, and for that to happen, the rain has to stop by 10:25.
Yep, so we'll bring you all the updates as and when it happens, and let's hope the rain subsides. Otherwise, we could be in for a very long and frustrating night. So, from all of us here, bye bye. We'll be back soon as we get another update.